Local, where we get to showcase local filmmakers and films. I'm Kurt Broderson. Today we'll be seeing 4 short films that made their debut about a month ago in Halloween-a-thon 2012, which was a film festival sponsored by CATV, a neighbor station in White River Junction. The filmmakers had to create a 3 to 5 minute Halloween-themed film that also met certain other criteria. 3 of the films that we'll see today were created by students at Mount Abraham Union High School, and I'd like to thank and recognize Carol Kress, the video teacher at Mount Abe, for her support and assistance to her students. The 4th was produced entirely by one student, a 9th grader at Middlebury Union High School. 2 of the 4 films received awards, and in a bit we'll be able to meet those filmmakers and see their films. Before we get to them, we'll watch the other 2 local films. While they didn't receive awards, they both deserve and receive applause at their debut. They each offer elements worth recognizing, and we wish their makers success in their next project. The first is Nightmare on Wood Street, produced by Nick Szynski, Megan Hughes, and Kayla Brilliard. Be aware that it was shot in black and white, so don't adjust your screen. Hope you enjoy.
Is anyone behind that tree? Someone's in here. I'm gonna get you.
You're mine!
Interesting.
Mayor on Wood Street, produced by 3 students at Mount Abraham High School. Congratulations to Nick, Megan, and Kayla. Nice job. I like the black and white. People first saw that. They wondered if the color was missing, but that was done purposely. They did a nice job with the handheld camera work, which is not always easy. A lot of students try to use a tripod, give up on it, and their footage is too shaky. But when they went handheld purposely, they did a really nice job with that. Our second film today is called What Lies Beyond, produced by Jonah Wheelock, Chelsea Rubley, Bakari Olivetti, and Sean Wood is another group from Mount Abraham High School, and I hope you enjoy it.
Oh my gosh, let's Google and everything.
You know what?
Alright, let's just team up. Now let's do Jonah.
You know what? Wow, this is so fun. So much fun. I want to be in the big leagues. Okay, bye.
Oh my gosh! What just happened?
Did you guys see that?
Oh my gosh, you guys have to see this! I go.
Go.
What is this place?
Guys, this is really creepy.
Oh, come on, don't be scared.
Oh my god, there it is! Go! Wait, what about Chelsea?
Whatever, we can't go back now, it's too late.
And that was What Lies Beyond. And I think the moral of the story there is don't go walking in the woods behind Mount Abe. I think those 2 films have that in common. Again, Jonah Wheelock, Chelsea Rubley, Bakari Olivetti, and Sean Wood put that together. Nice job to the 4 of them. Our third film, I actually have the filmmaker here with us now. Jacob Klemmer is a 9th grader at Middlebury Union High School and has done some volunteer work with MCTV in the past, and I know has been making films for a number of years. Welcome, Jacob.
Hi.
How long have you been making movies?
Well, I started making movies on YouTube, like, I think 4 years ago. And I started making movies that weren't terrible something around 2 years ago.
Right, and I think that's actually around when I first met you, although we didn't kind of know it at the time.
Yeah.
You had made an entry to the library contest a couple of years ago, and I
Yes.
saw you, but we didn't actually officially meet. What library did you do that for, the Ilsley?
Yeah, I did that for the Ilsley Library.
What grade were you in then? Was it 2 years ago?
I think I was in 7th grade.
Right. And that was a contest winner, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So no stranger to the podiums here for your films. What other interests do you have besides filmmaking?
Besides filmmaking, I really like... Well, I like writing movies a lot, and writing just in general, and I also like making music, so...
Right, and I've seen some of your band footage on YouTube on your channel.
Yes.
JT Comedy, is that the name?
Yeah.
If viewers want to search YouTube, they can find it there. So we don't want to give away anything of the movie itself, but what was the process like for you making this film?
Well, I got the notification about the Halloween film contest, and I realized that, okay, I can't play adults credibly, and I realized that I didn't really want to have actors, because if you have actors, then it's just going to complicate things, and it'll just stretch the process a lot. And I was having an idea block, sort of, but then I saw this YouTube video, I think someone linked it on Facebook, where it was, I forget his name, but he was the voice of Darth Vader, I forget. He was reading The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe, set to a Beethoven song, and I thought, hey, I should write, like, sort of something like that, like a poem, and set images to it, and set it over a song. So...
Well, and I think that's a good note to kind of then segue into actually watching your film is pay attention to the sound in this one. The sound is important. I've talked with several of the students who made contest entries about the importance of sound in a horror movie, and if you watch it with the sound off, it's a very different experience than if you have good sound effects and good music. And I think your soundtrack certainly bears some listening to. So the name of the film is Who She Was, entirely produced by Jacob Klemmer, 9th grader. Enjoy the film.
Once there was a man named Mick Kennedy. He was as happy as a man could be. His wife was in love, fit him like a glove, and this was just a little bit eerie. For Mick was a man not so normal, call him ghost, ghoul, spirit, or angel. And the ghouls didn't like when a man walked at night to the human world to be one, not at all. The ghouls were angry at Mick for this crime. So every night, at 12 o'clock time, a ghost came to the door, then brought Mick through the floor to the basement to take their fine. A drop of blood from Mick Kennedy himself, few words from the books on the shelf, and the love of his life, his own very wife, a drop of blood from herself. This was going till Kennedy could take it no more. So when the old ghost came to the door, he took out his knife and took the afterlife, and the ectogunk sprayed on the floor. If you were as smart as Mick himself, you'll know. Ghosts already have died, so when one is killed, the world is chilled by a 3-day-long blizzard of snow. In the time the ghost repairs, so to stalk the man who killed him, and walk among the humans the first day, among the aether the next day, and in the final day, in the nether he'll talk. After the snowstorm of blistering cold, the ghost has returned with eyes blue and bold. As he struck Mick with a fist cold and quick, he wanted his wife's hand to hold. The snowstorm is giving me the shivers, Mick's wife says as she quivers. He takes her in his arms, protects her from harm, and he now won't be able to deliver. The ghoul rushed up Mick's creaky stair, and when the ghoul was almost there, Mick pulled the ghoul back for another attack, and tore out all of his hair. I will never let you take her from me, he said to the ghoul angrily. I must take the time to punish you for your crime. Death for you is fair for killing me. A knife splices through Mick's bloody skin. But before it was all the way in, Mick knocked the ghost out, brought him off the stair down to the basement, and locked him in. The ghost remained there for 10 days and nights. He had seen all sorts of these sights. And when Mick got careless, he was knocked airless by the ghost who gave him a fright. You've wronged me so very many times. Now you must pay for all your crimes. Eternity in the nether, while holding the tether of the old memories of good times. The ghost ran out of the room, and Mick found that he couldn't move. A storm he screamed up, but his mouth sealed shut, and he heard a scream come through. His wife was in danger, he knew it. He wanted to save her, he couldn't do it. Then the ghost came back down, with a bloody nightgown, and he knew she was dead. He just knew it. You won't remember who she was in life. You won't remember what she was like. You'll know she was here, but then the fear is that you will remember the knife. His memories had disappeared, and into them the ghost peered. She had a face featureless, and he knew of her less. He remembers the death that he feared. He will never know her again. He will know he had someone then. She was taken away by a knife, people say, but he never knew her before then. The memories haunted him day and night. She was in the aether for afterlife, and the constant pain has driven him insane. He doesn't know the love of his life. In his head, there's a constant screaming, and the screaming starts at rage steaming. The rumbling grows, and the grumbling grows, and the rattling grows, and the nattling grows, and the drip-dropping grows. But never again he'll be dreaming.
And that was Who She Was. Thanks to Jacob Klemmer for coming in and giving us a little intro to his movie. Now I have with me two other filmmakers, Andrew Rainville and Kaylee Mumford, who are both from Mount Abe, both students at Mount Abe. And their film we'll see in just a couple minutes. Andrew is a senior and has been making movies for a number of years. I've known both of you guys for many years. 4 or 5 years,
Something like that.
And have enjoyed watching some of the films that I know I've seen some of Andrew's work before, and Kaylee has worked here at the station. Can you tell us, Andrew, maybe a little bit about what got you started making movies, when you did that?
Oh, man. That was a while ago. It was a number of years ago now. I really don't remember how many. But my parents got me video editing software. And so I just decided to start messing around with that. Made some really, really poor movies. Put them up on YouTube. One has 400,000 views. I don't know why.
Wow.
And so then I took video production class, and I helped out with Festival on the Green here, and through doing more and more projects, increased my knowledge of video editing and production, and kept going from there.
Right. And you took the video production in high school?
Yes.
There was a middle school class?
Yep. I took middle school and high school.
And high school. And we were talking before the show about kind of college plans, and do you see film working into that in any way?
Slightly. I am hoping to go to RPI for electronic media, arts and communication, which includes film a little bit. It's not solely film, but part of it is.
And Kaylee, you still have another year left after this one in high school, right? And have you taken the high school production class?
Yep, I've taken both the high school.
Both high school classes? And tell us a little bit about the volunteer stuff you've done here at the station.
Well, I started with Festival on the Green, and then kind of continued after that once I wanted to do an independent study with the TV station and help from them. And I've kind of continued doing volunteer work here.
What's your favorite part of film or TV? What do you like most?
My favorite part is probably more the editing, more than the actually filming it itself.
Right, because you've definitely had more experience on the technical side of it as a volunteer too that others haven't, and I think that shows in the video. The technical work here is great. So Andrew and Kaylee produced it. It also features acting from Sam Coombs, who's a ninth grader, 10th grader?
He's in middle school.
Oh, he's still in middle school. It's, I think, eighth grader at Mount Abe. So this is the Phantom Press, and this was the winner of the film festival for Halloween-a-thon 2012. The first place winner. Jacobs was the second place. Great results from 2 local teams. Contest had about 15 or 16 entries from around the state, so it was pretty good competition, and expect to see some more from these guys. So thanks, and enjoy. Thanks for watching. That was the Phantom Press. I have the 2 filmmakers here. Once again, it was the first place winner in Halloween-a-thon 2012, contest that was sponsored by CATV in White River Junction. We had 4 local teams, 3 from Mount Abraham and 3 from Mount Abraham and 1 from Middlebury High School that all entered the contest, and 2 of those groups won first and second place, which is great. Expect to see some more films from these guys in the future, and I hope we can showcase them on Real Local. Our show will be hopefully drawing in other local filmmakers. Next episode, we can expect to see some Middlebury College filmmakers who recently participated in the Sleepless in Burlington Film Festival. It was a 48-hour film competition. The Halloween-a-thon was about a month-long, I think, process between when we first found out about the contest and got started on it. Thanks to Jacob Clemmer for coming, and thank you, Kaylee and Andrew, for coming in today. And hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time on Real Local.